Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Here we are. Today's Friday. Sorry I missed Wednesday, but my kiddo got hurt, so I had to deal with that first. She's doing great. Strong as an ox, thank God. Anyway, so today I'm going to talk about a famous female artist from the 1500s to the 1600s. She was an incredible woman. Her name is Artemisia Gentileschi. I hope I pronounced that right. I have been practicing so freaking hard. You have no idea. Anyway, so I will be doing makeup that is inspired by one of her paintings, which was called Judith, Beheading. Oh my gosh, the name. Holofernes. Oh, I'm terrible at names, I'm telling you. Don't ask me to pronounce names. Holofernes, I think that's how you say it. It is a story from the Bible that Artemisia Gentileschi painted. I will give you a little bit of background on the painting. The painting is an amazing, beautiful painting. If you've never seen it, look it up. It's very dramatic painting. It was a Baroque style painting. That is what Artemisia Gentileschi was famous for, was her Baroque paintings in the 1600s. The painting, Baroque, if you don't know what it is, Baroque was a very dramatic style of painting, very realistic in certain points, but also they added a little more drama to it with lighting and giving you the notion that there's movement in the painting. It's beautiful. I love it. Baroque is a very unique but gorgeous style of painting. Artists from that time, wow, their paintings were definitely one of my favorites besides Art Nouveau. Anyway, but Artemisia Gentileschi was born in 1593. Let me get my brushes out. I'm sorry if I'm not looking straight at you all the time. I'm trying to look at my makeup and at you. So just give me grace here, guys. Give me grace. Anyway, Artemisia Gentileschi, I already started and telling you that she was born in 1953, died in 1653. She was an incredible woman for her time, a very brave, strong woman. Not a lot of women back then were brave enough to do half the stuff she did. She was a classical painter trained by her father from a very young age. He was an artist as well. She did, oh, by the way, I have my foundation already on my face and my concealer. I did that because it does take a long time, and I'm not giving you a 30-minute speech like I did last time. Okay, anyway, let's get back to the story, shall I? Anyway, so Artemisia Gentileschi, her father trained her up until she was a teenage woman, a young teenage girl. Anyway, so she ended up going to get trained by Agostino Dossi. He was an artist as well, and he trained her, and she was learning under him. But sadly, he did something no man should ever do to a woman. He raped her. And well, by doing that, many people questioned her womanhood, sadly, because back then, your virginity was one of the most important things as a woman, and that's what you were just made to make babies. That's it. That's all you were good for. Was back then was you were only good for to make babies and have them. Sadly, we weren't looked at as a strong and smarter than what we were given credit for. But you know what? We are overcoming a lot from that. Anyway, she was a very strong woman because she didn't let that phase her. She didn't let it stop her. She ended up getting married while she later on in life, but she went to the Florence Art Academy, or Academy of Fine Arts. Sorry if I botched that. Anyway, she got accepted to that. And she was one of the first women ever to get accepted to the Florentine Academy of Fine Arts, which is very impressive, especially for her time period in life. She was a very smart, strong, independent woman who didn't let anything get in her way, which is awesome. She is one of my heroes in history. But she also left her husband, which is really bizarre back then because that was not heard of. And she became the head of the household, which was even more amazing because back then that wasn't heard of. Women did not take the role as head of the household and did not, just that wasn't common. She was an incredible woman for her time. She definitely was a pioneer for her time. And she gave other women artists from her time, the strength to stand up for themselves and to become the artists they wanted to be and to do what they dreamt of doing. And that was incredible in itself because a lot of women back then were too afraid to stand up to the men. Sadly, there's nothing wrong with men. Sorry guys if I sound like I'm hating on you. No, I'm not hating on any men or anybody. I'm just saying for that time, women were not allowed to do anything other than be at home, cook, clean, and have babies. That was it. That was their job, their main primary job. And a lot of women were fighting, well, not at that point for the rights, not as much as later on in time, but these women were pioneers for other women standing up for what they believed in and what they wanted to do with their life, which is completely awesome because it gave women like me a chance to be an artist and a historian and study about them and learn and teach you guys about it. But anyway, her best artwork came after she left her husband, which Judith Beheading Holofernes, I believe that's how you say it. I'm sorry if I'm botching it big time. But because of her splitting, she was able to make the most amazing artwork of her time. And the painting, the reason I'm doing yellow and a vibrant red was because she used reds and yellows in that painting predominantly. And she used a lot of lighting too, which is really cool. That's why I'm doing very bright and light colors with the red. And I love yellow and blue, my favorite colors. Anyway, she just made it possible she opened the door for women to go to art school in Florentine Art Academy. And she was just an awesome, awesome woman. I appreciate the history of Artemisia Gentileschi. Please, guys, look her up. She is an inspiration and just an amazing woman of her time, because it was very rare to hear women doing such things. That what she did. Her father opened the door for her in a way he will never know how he did, but I hope he knows that he did something incredible, not just for his daughter, He gave her the strength to be good as an artist. And also, he gave her the know-how. If it wasn't for her father starting to teach her, she would have never done what she did in her time. She didn't live for a very long time. She lived for 60 years, I believe. Yeah, 60 years. But back then, that was quite a bit of time, actually, for her time period. And she just, honestly, I look up to her. I admire her. She may be a woman from history, but, you know, we all need to find these women and men that just made a difference, made things possible for us nowadays. Guys, please research, study history. You know, because I've noticed even in our own time, people are forgetting history. People are just not learning from the past. And please, with everything that's going on in life, learn from the past. Because if we do not learn from the past, we are bound, I mean seriously bound, to make huge mistakes and destroy our homes and destroy, and you know, everything. And our founding fathers in the United States came to the United States to have freedom to believe what they want to believe and to have freedom to be who they were. Our country was founded on strength, beliefs, history from, you know, coming here. So guys, please learn our history. Learn about the Declaration of Independence. Learn about our artists. Learn about our writers. Because the more we learn history, oh my gosh, guys, the better we will become. Believe me. Don't pass up on our history. You know, and even if you're not American, please learn your history and because I not only am learning American history and art history, I actually study history in general. I also study a lot of war history, not just American wars, but every type of war you can think of. My favorite is World War One. It was bad for Europe, for the United States, for everybody. War is never, ever pretty. But if we don't learn about it, we're bound to have the same problems over and over and over again. And if we don't educate ourselves too, we become ignorant. And ignorance is great for leaders because then they can say and do whatever they want. And we don't know anything to stop them. Guys, there is laws, there is history that we need to know. And the more we learn history and laws, the more we will be strong enough and educated enough to stand up against things that are not okay. You know, guys, I really, 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 really want you to educate yourselves. This is why I made this YouTube channel. Not just because of makeup, because I do love makeup. Don't get me wrong. But I wanted to draw people in with makeup and history, but also to educate people and to teach them what it is, you know, what the beauty of history is. If we can just all grasp history and learn from it, we will be better from it. We will treat people better. We will work together better. We won't let our government get away with things that they shouldn't. History is important. It is the foundation of our future. So if we do not do something now, we will regret it later. Believe me, history has played over and over, and a lot of times it repeats itself until we learn our lesson. So this is my hope and prayer that we all learn something and we educate ourselves. Oops, I moved my eyebrow. But guys, I am normally a goofball and silly with things. History is very important to me and I enjoy it, but right now, this is a serious note, you know, because I want you guys to be wise and know, because the more we know and the more we learn, the better we are for it. You know, so please, not for me, but for you, educate yourself, learn, make yourself better. Because the more you learn, the more things can get better. Click the subscribe button down below, link, you know, like, thumbs up, give me a thumbs up, you know, write down in the comment section below if you'd like to hear other people. Wednesdays, normally I do Women Wednesdays, about famous female artists for throughout history, not just one time period, but throughout history. And then I also, on Fridays, do another page sometimes. It'll depend because I do have a daughter. So I am kind of busy, especially with COVID, because we are doing homeschooling. So yeah, it's a lot of work and I work full time. So I'm trying to keep up with everything, you know, the modern mom. Anyway, just link below, subscribe, thumbs up, tell me what you want to hear. If you like a certain decade of art, I can look up an artist from that time. Just let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. You know, just be kind, please. Don't be mean. Because if you're mean, I will tell you no and go away. I will be nice about it. I'm not a mean-hearted person. So, guys, I appreciate you and everything you do. Thank you. Okay, here's the final look, guys. Just simple makeup. Decided not to go with the eyelashes. Anyway, have a great evening. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe and